What up, NBA family? It's your boy DTLF back with another video. Yes, I had to come right back because we just got some crazy breaking news. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, fam. But the Bucks have fired head coach Adrian Griffen midway through the season as the number 2 overall team in the Eastern Conference, coming off a 2-game win streak. This is crazy, man. Something really bad must have happened between the players and the coach, because the Bucks are 30-13 and had just won 2 in a row, right? They're second place in the Eastern Conference, right under the Boston Celtics, and they're only behind by like 3.5 games. Wow, what a shocker. Now, Shams is reporting that Doc Rivers has emerged as a serious candidate to become the Milwaukee Bucks' new head coach. Can you guys believe that shit? Woo! Wow. Hey, listen, NBA coming off, they are firing on all cylinders around this trade deadline. Now you have to wonder why the Lakers are still holding on to Darvin Ham, because Milwaukee didn't care about their narrative. They didn't give a damn. Something was seriously wrong between the players and the coach for this to happen. There's no way that coach just gets fired in the middle of the season coming off a 2-game win streak. And number 2 team in the East, only 3.5 games behind Boston for number 1. Adrian Griffen gets fired. I can't believe it. Meanwhile, the Lakers are a 500 team, right? And Darvin Ham is still at the helm. This is where the Lakers organization has to improve, I believe, and become more cutthroat, because that is crazy. If the Bucks can do it, Lakers, we can do it. Okay? Matter of fact, shout out to Empire Jeff, who right away texted me, and he said, he said maybe the Lakers can trade Darvin Ham over that way. So that's hilarious. But yeah, listen, if the Bucks can do it and they're number 2 team in the East, the Lakers can definitely do it as number 10 team in the West or so. That's nuts. But credit to them, man. Whatever was happening, credit to them for sticking up for their organization and making it happen. Wow, I'm still in disbelief. I had to come on live with you guys here to talk about it. I don't know if he's bumping heads with Giannis or Dame or whatever, but number 2 team in the East, coming off of a 2-game win streak, gets fired. I believe details are going to come out, and we're going to hear about potentially there's some friction between the players. But the Bucks are planning to quickly pursue a small pool of accomplished and available veteran head coaches, with Doc Rivers near the top of the list. So there's that. Wow. Passport, appreciate you, man. What does this say about the Lakers organization? And it says we're undecisive. Other organizations can instantly make a quick decision like this, that they probably felt this man wasn't going to be able to lead them to a championship. And we'll see if it pays dividends for them in the future. But whew, man, that's that one was a shocker. I told my girl, like, we was about to leave, I got to go live right quick, because this is definitely something we must talk about. Now, I'll tell you this, man. That team right there is a contender for sure. The fact that he got fired, their overall record is 30-13, guys. 30-13. They're 17 games over 500. Meanwhile, our Lakers are 22-22, right at 500. Probably going to go one under tonight since LeBron's not playing versus the Clippers. And our front office continues to stick by our head coach. Interesting, right? Very interesting. But I hope this sets the table for what's to come, for sure. Thanks for super chat, brother. Appreciate that. Do you think LeBron would go to the Celtics if they draft Bronny? God, I don't even want to imagine a scenario like that at all. But what do you guys think of the next head coach being Doc Rivers for that franchise? I find that very interesting. Doc gets another opportunity. He's like a cat. He's got 9 lives, y'all. He's like a cat. He has 9 lives. No matter how many times he messes it up, they always give him another shot. But wow, 30-13 is crazy to fire a head coach. And it's this rookie coaching season as well. So again, I can't wait to hear the details of this, and I probably will brush up on it a little bit more during pregame. But wow, I'm still in shock. But this is why you gotta love the NBA season. You just never know what to expect at all. You never know what to expect. This is very unexpected. Now, this is gonna be interesting to see if it's legit. Right, if it's legit that the Bucks may be interested in Darvin Ham. Listen, they can have him. We'll give them a 2nd-round pick to take on his contract. Okay, we will give them a 2nd-round pick to take on his contract. My guy Dontario says, ham. Take him. Giannis loves him. Look, whatever it takes at this point, man. 30 and 13 can get fired, then 22 and 22 is very liable to get fired as well. Listen, if anything, this opened up the door for the Lakers to make a move as well. If they want to fire their head coach, now's a perfect opportunity. The headline is on the Milwaukee Bucks. Ain't no way the Lakers get more criticized than the Bucks, who are the number 2 team in the East with a winning record, and they fired their head coach. Ain't no way that we can. There's no more excuses for us. If they can do it, so can we. We're in a much worse position. But my goodness, man, Adrian Griffen fired with a winning record coming off a 2-game win streak. That's unheard of. It must have been really bad in the locker room or something. Somebody clashed, they bumped heads or something. What do you guys think happened in order for this to have happened? I think I had heard rumors that a lot of people around the NBA don't like Adrian Griffen. Like, he's an asshole. Those are just rumors I had heard, right? But I think this might confirm it. Those were rumors then, and I never picked them up. But something happened between the players and the coach that he got fired. There's no way a coach with that winning record, number 2 team in the East, right under the Boston Celtics, right under the best team in the NBA record-wise, gets fired in the middle of the season. And then the interim coach is going to step up right now. Wow, that's inspirational, fam. Kudos to them. They're cutthroat. They are cutthroat. And I wish we operated more in that sense. I've told you guys one of our weaknesses is that our front office isn't as cutthroat. They build relationships, they hire in-house, and they do these things that I wish they didn't do. And that way we can advance a lot quicker, right? So that's unfortunate, but I do think this gives us hope that maybe Darvin Ham, especially if we keep losing, will get fired as well. Because if that could happen to the number 2 team in the East, it could definitely happen to the number 10 team in the West. Okay, and this definitely better be a wake-up call for Darvin Ham. You better start coaching your ass off. Otherwise, you're next, buddy. You're next, buddy. How y'all feel about this? You guys think it was the right decision for the Milwaukee Bucks to go ahead and do this? Do you guys think it was too cutthroat? I want to know what Laker Nation thinks. Do you guys think, like my guy Jeff said, we should trade Darvin Ham over that direction? I mean, listen, if we get anything back for Darvin Ham, we are winners. If we get a chicken sandwich for Darvin Ham in return, we are major winners right now at this point. Because, one, we're getting that contract off the books, and we don't have to worry about that. And for those of you asking, yes, there has been trades of coaches in the past. Yes, there has been. All right, Doc Rivers got traded to the Clippers, from Boston to the Clippers for like a first-round pick or I don't know what else, draft money compensation. So there has been historically a trade from a coach to another team. Can that happen with the Lakers? Oh, please, Bucks, pick up the phone. Please, send us anything. Listen, we'll take anything. We'll take a Philly steak cheese sandwich, anything for old Darvin Ham. But wow, I'm still in shock, yo. These are the type of surprises I like during an NBA season because nobody saw it coming. Ain't nobody was talking about Adrian Griffen as a potential candidate to get fired, and boom, some sort of mishap. Or maybe some sort of a disagreement with the front office. Whatever it was a fireable offense. So very interesting. My guy Shoe Medic said trade him for some team equipment. Big facts. I don't have an opinion because, like you said, maybe something went down behind the scenes. And it'll clear up. I think by the time I go on live for pregame, I'll have more details. But I definitely wanted to live react with you guys because this is nuts. Like, I'm refreshing my phone trying to figure out what's going on. And yeah, but Doc Rivers, listen, if I'm the Bucks, I don't think Doc Rivers is an upgrade at all. But hey, I'm not going to give them any sort of advice because I don't want them to win the championship, right? Man, whew. Like, what happened in that locker room? What happened in that locker room that was worth firing a coach coming off of a 2-game win streak who's 17 games, right? Over 500. It had to have been something horrible. Somebody talked about somebody's mama. Somebody knocked somebody out. Was there like a Draymond Green incident where he knocked out a player in the locker room? Like, it had to be bad, fam. It had to be bad. There's no way they just said, you know what? We don't see you carrying us over the hump, even though you're 17 games over 500 and you won 2 in a row. So we're going to have to let you go. There's no way they did that, fam. If they did, they are the new they are the new godfathers of the NBA. If they did that, they said, we don't like the way you're coaching, buddy. 17 games. We should be 27 games over 500. If they are that cutthroat, sign me up, fam, because that's very good for them. Like, I wish we had that in our front office. Baffling move. I know, right? Is he kind of rooting for the Clippers blowout tonight for Rob and Jeannie to use it to fire Darvin? I mean, you might as well, man. I'm never rooting for a Clipper blowout. I promise you that. Ever, 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 ever. But I will say, bro, I will say that if he does lose tonight, you got to fire him, especially after what happened tonight with Adrian Griffen. Now, I know we don't operate that way. We don't look at what others are doing and then go and do it ourselves, but you would love to see it, man. You would absolutely love to see it. That would be nice. Now, I'm not going to talk about pregame, but if we do lose tonight without LeBron James, I suspect the Lakers will just use the excuse of that LeBron didn't play, right? So I'm not expecting anything at this point. I thought he was going to get fired the last time we played the Clippers, and we ended up winning that game. So who knows? Obviously, I'm rooting for the Lakers. I'm tired of being at 500. I want to go over, and I want to start building something special. But tonight's going to be a test game for D'Lo, and I will elaborate more when we get into pregame. But again, guys, sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think of Adrian Griffen being fired. Was it warranted? You guys need to hear more details, just like I do. I mean, what do you guys think? I'm still like, wow, Adrian Griffen got fired, and dude was having a decent year. I'm not going to say a great year because they're not number one team in the East after trading for Damian Lillard, right? But I will say a really good year. He was having a good year. 17 games over 500. You can't complain. If we lose, would that also justify to really trade for DeJounte? I think that has to happen regardless. I don't believe in the roster as constructed right now. We've been a 500 team for far too long, and we've had some lackadaisical games where we not really going crazy, right? Like for the talent we have on paper, we really should be 10 games over 500, if I'm being quite frank. It is a huge failure on the coaching and on the front office that we are at 500, halfway through the season. So, again, Adrian Griffen was 17 games over. There's no excuses for Darvin anymore. And he knows it. He said it last game himself. There's no excuses for the players. Well, guess what, Darvin? There's no excuses for you either, man. We're going to see what happens tonight. I look forward to a couple things I'm going to point out pregame. Again, I'm about to end this video. I just wanted to live react really quick with you guys, give you guys my thoughts on it. I think it's absolutely crazy that Adrian Griffen got fired. But they must have a good reason for it, and I think it'll be cleared as the day continues. We'll continue to hear more details on it, unless they want to keep it in-house. But, yeah, I think something's going to okay. Here you go. We're starting to get some details on this. So there were rumblings that Giannis Antetokounmpo and other veterans had lost faith in Adrian Griffen in the last few weeks. Sound familiar? Does that sound familiar with Darvin? So, again, I really hope that this is inspirational for the Lakers to make a move for reals. And to be honest, I don't think it's an upgrade for the Bucks to go out and grab Doc Rivers, but I'd love to see it. Just it'll be entertaining, right? Some kind of policy violation must have happened. Successful coach who just started to get fired. Well, this is the power of the players. This is a players' league. So I promise you, if the Lakers, two leaders, Anthony Davis and LeBron James, went to our front office and said, we don't like Darvin, we expect a move or something, he'd probably get fired as well. But I think LeBron is a nice guy. I don't think he wants to be attached with the nickname Coach Killer. I don't, for those reasons, I don't think he'll say anything. Matter of fact, recently he defended Darvin when a fan was saying, what was the fan saying? Something about LeBron had to check himself out of the game because Darvin can't even do that. And he said, he called him a goofy, basically. He said, no, Darvin had made already the call right on the sideline. So I don't think LeBron wants that attached with his name. I also think that if D'Lo is in fact going to get dealt, this is why LeBron has showed love to D'Angelo Russell, because I do feel that, he doesn't want his name attached to like lead GM and all of that, right? Nobody likes to be the bad guy when the fall happens, right? Nobody likes that. Like even Magic Johnson didn't want his name attached to the coach being fired and all the jealousies that came after that because of the relationship that Dr. Jerry Buss had with Magic Johnson. So no superstar wants to feel like he has to do anything other than play basketball, but sometimes it's necessary. And as you can see, we're starting to get the first reports of Giannis and some of the veterans being disgruntled with the head coach. There were rumors this guy was a jerk. There was a lot of rumors, but again, you don't listen to nothing until something like this happens. Now you start looking into it. Okay, we're going to hear more details as the day progresses. But again, hit that like button because as news breaks, I will be The first to bring it to you guys, live reacting, man. So keep it locked. Still very shocked Adrian Griffen got fired. I'm even more shocked that Darvin Ham's still a head coach, but let's see what happens. Maybe this opens the floodgates for other moves to happen around the NBA. And who knows? If we get an offer for Darvin Ham, ship his ass out. First class. I'll help him pack his bags. I will help him, fam. Ship his ass out. If they're interested in him, I'm all for it, fam. But keep it locked right here for all things breaking news, rumors, and more basketball related, especially Lakers. Hit that post noti bell, guys, and hit that like button on the way out. I will see you guys here for pregame. Who knows if anything else breaks in between. So keep it locked. Thank you guys for tapping in, all right?